first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now if it's on the defense, they might decline and take the points. That play seems to never work, but they were able to draw it off on 4th, and now it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Staley, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up winning.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's Cunningham. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Rodgers now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. But gutsy call there. Yanks at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Cunningham to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Second and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. Eagles touchdown. Randy Moss, 30 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points. Kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Cunningham looking to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
On second down, Dillon.
And he stopped immediately there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Again, it's Dillon.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. time tonight. He's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on. No, check that. We want Mike Gibson too, right here. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Rodgers now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Cunningham. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Rodgers.
He's going to go for it all.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Curse.
credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Snatched down a safety and lead. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
2nd and 4. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Another run with Sanders, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check